Hey guys, I'm here from Adonis Athletics for another tip of the day, another episode of Just a Tip. Let's talk about beginners who are on strength blocks either too early or for too long. Being on a strength block too long can have in my experience, a detrimental effect for the long term for the beginner level athlete. The reason is because there's a number of reasons, but one of the main reasons is because when going into a strength block, oftentimes as a beginner, you haven't built the amount of repetitions needed for technical efficiency, and also the amount of volume that needs to be done to develop a decent amount of musculature, muscle building, and as well as improving work capacity, but also getting the tendons and ligaments, soft tissue just stronger for heavy work has just not been put in. So I think we've gone through a phase where, in the last maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, there was a really heavy focus on just bodybuilding, general like rep work, and doing the traditional bodybuilding splits of chest one day, legs one day, and so on. And now it's sort of swung back the other way, where a lot of people who are walking through the doors as beginner level powerlifters or strength training enthusiasts have come across various programs, good ones mind you, such as the 531 or the 5x5 program and stuff like that, and they've sort of skipped a step without having put in enough work previously to get some decent level of hypertrophy down, a decent level of just body physical development down. They've gone straight into some strength work. And initially they'll see results because it's something that they've never done before. It's strength work. It's much more obviously central nervous system stimulating for the central nervous system. It trains the central nervous system to be able to call upon more strength. But after a while, they notice that this progression starts to fade, and they sort of just hit a wall too early in their lifting career, and things don't really progress. And one of the reasons for that is because there isn't that that time spent enough over here before they go into the strength block and they do lots more strength work. The strength blocks and the hypertrophy blocks really closely interact with each other, because the hypertrophy obviously builds the muscle, and more muscle usually will mean more capacity and capability and potential to produce force, which can then be used in a strength block, and you can, I guess, for lack of a better term, switch on this extra muscle that's been created to be able to produce the force that you needed to be able to move more weight in the squat, in the bench press, in the deadlift, in the military press, the clean and jerk, or whatever it may be. So I think a sort of middle of the road thing needs to be established and understood and respected, where hypertrophy is still very important and it needs to be in the cycles in the program, and strength work is obviously important, especially if your aim is to get stronger, your aim is to be a better strength athlete, even as a recreational enthusiast. And that's why the best way to do it is to cycle between durations of hypertrophy work, which should last at least probably 3 months, and probably at most maybe 6 months, and switch that and alternate it with periods of strength work, strength blocks, which again should go from a minimum of about 3 months to a maximum of about 6 months before switching back again. That's assuming you're not training for a competition, in which case things change a little bit with peaking and tapering and things like that. But if you're just training just to train and you want to just get stronger and you want to get bigger, or even just stronger, not really even bigger, then those hypertrophy blocks alternated with strength blocks can definitely help you out. Try it out in your program. If you have any further questions about that, hit us up, let us know, and we'll help you out. A question that comes up every now and again from some of our guys here, and that is, how much weight